Hello, good morning. This is Janet Trevino, and I'm in San Antonio, Texas, and I am talking to you about, when the relationship ends, right? When a client of a Cuddlist says our relationship is over. And I thought I'd talk about how that all works in my experience, in my practice. Not everybody has this, and some people aren't as along for the long as I am. So all the Cuddlists are at different places. But this week for me has been a doozy. I've had three clients that have just been able to express that the relationship needs to change. And I think about how I've seen this unfold. So I kind of want to go through just what it's like, what happens. Some clients come and they come for one time. And what's really cool is when you hear those stories, you hear like, oh wow, I can just ask for what I want. I can just ask for the touch I need. And in one really cute story, it was a mother and her daughters, and the mother confessed to her daughters, I'm gonna go see a Cuddlist. And she's a little, embarrassed by the whole thing. And the daughter's like, Mom, if you just need a touch, why don't you just ask for it? Now, it probably wasn't the best place to get the touch she needed, but it was there and available. And I think she didn't come back because she realized she could just ask people in her life. And she has that, that kind of personality, which worked. With other of my clients, they've come for a few times and they just don't come back. And I am also assuming my assumption is that they also, ask for the touch that they want. They realize that it is accessible. Touch is right. We're around people, we can ask, and it can be incredibly empowering to come see a Cuddlist and realize how simple it can be if you learn how to ask for what you want and consent and boundaries. So I'm encouraged when I see that. When people don't come back that really enjoyed my service, I feel great. Like, that's fantastic. And then we have those clients that I've seen for dozens of hours, a lot. And then they're usually really great about telling me the relationship needs to come to an end. It's been interesting. So this week I've had two, right, that I've seen for a lot of time. And in my own process, I just want to be really honest, like, there's some grieving that I even experience. There is a connection, right? It's like another human being you get to spend time with and be part of their life and be part of their journey. And when that comes to an end, it's kind of like a breakup. And I think it's hard on both sides. Some people get to make this decision. They get to decide when it ends. And for many others, it usually isn't their decision. It's kind of something that comes from around them. So yes, I have married clients that get to a point where their wives need to know that they come and see me. And it's okay. It's okay that part of their growth in their marriage and part of what they're doing in their life is that they stop seeing me so that they can really now build on to their marriage. And we're working with a therapist, which I think is amazing. I had one client this week that had one session with me and realized I kind of want something sexual. Awesome. Like, thank you for, not coming to me to try to push those boundaries, but you're able to acknowledge it on your own. So again, there's so many different reasons why people come to see a Cuddlist, and there's probably equally many, many reasons why people end relationship with Cuddlists. And right, so it's sad. It is sad. And it's okay. And what I'm recognizing and honoring in every single one that I see is that each person, sorry for the interruption, is that each person is growing and knowing more about who they are. And ultimately, that's what I want. This is the service I provide, that you can come and see me, learn more about who you are, about what you want, about asking for what you want, and that what you want is valuable and honorable. And I hold space for all of that. And if in the end you realize, I'm done, I don't need the service, then that's perfect. Like, I want to work myself out of a job. I want it to be so that people can begin to get this touch in more natural ways. And it does kind of feel a little forced and artificial potentially to come to see a Cuddlist, but ultimately then hopefully they're set free in the world and able to be who they are. And that's where I have my hope and where I feel really good, even though I do grieve when a client decides to move on. And it might take me a few hours, if not a day, maybe, to just like swallow deeply, just and breathe and say goodbye. it's so necessary. It's needed. And I wasn't meant to be a permanent fixture in someone's life. I was meant to be here to hold and support them as long as they need, and then, you know, have the wings on, get those wings perfect and have them fly off and be in the world being who they are and authentically managing life. So that's about it. This is a short video, just kind of sharing some of my heart, and my experience this week has been a little intense, and I thank you all for listening. Oh, wait, before I go, if you would like to see a Cuddlist, we are all over the country, and more are getting added on each week. So please check out Cuddlist.com and see if there's anybody in your area that you could meet and reach out to. And also, if you're traveling, we do accept people who come in from out of town. So if you come into San Antonio, I'm here and love to meet with you. And we do in-call and out-call, which means you can meet us in our space, or we can come to your space if you're in a hotel, wherever. So now that people are traveling again and getting out there into the world, just check us out and see what it's like.